I'd love to see you all on mushrooms.
Arms raised in a
I
V.
don't know. I don't want to like trip
No,
out.
just a little, just a tiny bit.
Yeah, see what that's like.
You think the universe changed in 2008? Like we're living in a different version.
We are. Dude.
Because it just feels like now, even though we have so much access to information, instantaneous information, and there are cameras and you can see things with your own eyes. But now, because of AI and because of all these other things, even with all that stuff, you don't know really what to believe.
Yeah.
You question
I'm willing
everything.
to be objective. I'm willing to, I'll believe it. I'll see it
when I believe it.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like you want the real information to be able to come to, but like, how do you even get real information? If you want real information, where do you get that?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't even know anymore. I used to be able to tell you, but I don't think I can anymore at all.
Ever since Walter Cronkite died. Oh.
Yeah,
but what changed in 2008?
Well, 2008, they were doing a lot of atom testing in Switzerland where they were crashing atoms together. And they believe that, conspiracy people believe that kind of like threw off the universe. And I believe it more and more because I feel like, the Mandela effect of like, oh, you remember something different, like going back to the Fruit of the Loom logo.
Cornucopia.
There was a basket in the logo, which I always believed that there was a basket in the logo. And then you go back and you look and they go, no, there was never a basket in the logo. And, Pikachu had a black tail, like some, coloring on his tail. But his tail
something about the movie Shazam or
yeah, and his tail's always been yellow. Like, dude, there's so many like weird things that I kind of believe that this atom test did, throw things off in 2008. It's just. It's so bizarre.
You're getting high with Vaughn now.
Right.
I'm not, dude. Look it up. It's crazy.
Not just individuals.
But, like,
you guys are baking out
do
together.
your research.
But these were like legit tests that they were like crashing atoms together.
Yeah.
And so that like legit happened. And they believe that, it just threw things off in 2008. And now like these things just keep on popping up. Like, dude, I totally remember it a different way.
But
and
I think
then you go back and look at it.
Also, it's just we're on such information overload. Our brain's like, yeah, sure, maybe there was a basket. I don't know. Like, there's just too much information.
Maybe there
coming
was.
in.
I'm telling you.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
I remember plain as day.
We have way too much access to way too much. And so we're just like, we can't keep it all in our brains.
But in this particular thing, wouldn't it be pretty easy to
prove or
disprove? Right.
Right.
Well, somebody did have a picture of a tag from Fruit of the Loom, and it did have the cornucopia
Well,
thing.
there you go.
But then that picture could have been fake.
Well, and the other one, and I thought this too, that it was, what program, I guess, for lack of a better word, was it where Ed McMahon would deliver you the big check? Who did
Publishers Clearinghouse.
No, it was not Publishers Clearinghouse.
Well, what was
that?
it?
Was it's like called like American something. Here, I'll tell you. Like, so all these little like, I thought it was
But Publishers Clearinghouse is the one that shows up at the door. They have the big check and the balloons.
Apparently, there was another one.
There's a different one?
Yes.
Oh, so maybe people just like, what do
check.
they call it? Conflate?
Right, exactly.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it says Ed McMahon.
American Family Publishers.
There you go.
What?
That's what I'm saying. There's so much random information. Like,
Right.
I don't know. Who cares?
Woody Show.
All right, welcome back, everybody.
Hey-o.
So, couple interesting names in the news. Fun name alert. The New York Mets, they just signed a pitcher whose name is Dickie Lovelady.
Dickie Lovelady?
Yeah, he played minor league ball for the Twins. Technically, his name is Richard Lovelady. That's what the baseball card and the scoreboard will read when he plays. But Dickie is his nickname and what he asks people to call him.
Huh,
Okay.
he's sticking with Dickie.
Yeah, Dickie Lovelady. Unfortunately, ladies, Dickie is taken. He's got a wife and a kid.
Oh, damn it.
So much for that.
It sounds like an Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah.
If you were named Richard, wouldn't you want to just go by Rich?
Yeah,
Not
Ricky.
Dick?
Over in Wisconsin, this dude whose name is, ready for this?
Yep.
Patches Magic Beans.
Oh my God.
Is it a goat or something?
He was swerving on a highway. He plowed into one of those scissor lifts. It had two construction workers on it. Anyway, the one worker's okay. The other one is still in the hospital. But Patches, Mr. Magic Beans, he was arrested. He says he doesn't remember anything,
Oh, that's a good sign.
which could be thanks to the fact that he was tripping balls
There
on
it is.
psychedelic mushrooms at the time.
Oh, no.
So that makes it legal.
He was arrested and taken to jail. Mushrooms so trendy.
I know.
They're coming back.
Everybody on mushrooms.
Still want to try them.
Oh, it's fun.
Now, Greg, what if we did a show on mushrooms?
Oh.
Look at
Yes.
Gina.
That would be. I'd love to see you all on mushrooms.
Arms raised in a
I
V.
don't know. I don't want to like trip out.
No, just a little, just a tiny bit.
Yeah, see what that's like.
Yeah, I don't think it would be that big of a deal. Although I have been known to throw up like 20 minutes after taking mushrooms.
Really?
Yeah, my
Yeah.
body's like, get this out. But it's really fun after that.
So you do it in small doses, and
Yeah.
then what does it do?
If we microdose, nobody would know.
Really?
Famous last words. But I do
Yeah.
think
Yeah, but that's
that
not
Totally.
fun for the show. I mean,
I think it
yeah.
would be
We
fun.
want to know if you're just
but
tripping.
the microdosing?
Yeah.
Why would that be fun if you can't even tell?
Yeah.
No, other people wouldn't be able to be like, you guys are clearly tripping.
I know, but,
your
Yeah,
balls."
but
as a
then-
listener, like, why would that be interesting?
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess we're going to have to
Right,
think a
like
lot
you want
more.
to be out of your mind,
Yeah.
like when Menace is high.
Yeah.
It's your first day. Like,
No, you'd feel it and you'd feel it and you'd act a little different, but we wouldn't be like arrested. You know what I mean? We wouldn't be like
I don't
running
know
around
if it'd be
naked.
I want to
nobody
be
gets
on
arrested for anything anymore anyway.
Yeah.
I mean,
No.
I want to be on another planet.
Oh, okay.
yeah. Like everybody just high,
yeah.
tripping balls and trying to do a show. Like,
Yeah.
okay, so the idea is you got to do a normal show,
Yeah.
but,
you gotta try
but you
really
trip-
but you
hard.
trip balls on mushrooms
Yeah.
before you begin, and then you attempt to do a regular show.
Yeah.
Okay, so
think
That's
it's a good idea.
entertainment.
like Woody and I make no secret that we don't know ish about
Nothing.
drug stuff.
I'm not cool.
So my question
I know
is,
nothing.
if you're tripping on shrooms, do you know that you're tripping on shrooms?
Yes.
Because
Or-
you know you took them.
Right, you know
But-
you took them, but I
but-
mean, are you out of your mind?
Well, it depends on how much you take, but all of your senses are messed with. So like you might have like, tracers, your eyes might be being like wah wah wah. Or people might look different, a little hallucination.
But in your mind, you know, okay,
Oh,
I know what
yeah.
I'm doing though.
As opposed to what?
Just, oh my God, Woody's face has turned into a tomato.
Well, some
Yeah,
people
but you
do
know
that.
that's because of the mushrooms,
But
right?
some people do that and
That's
call the
what I'm
police.
asking.
We've heard those calls.
yeah.
Like, so depends.
But like if
But
somebody
that's
said,
that's what I
"Are
mean.
you on something?" You'd be like, "Yes,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did shrooms.
took acid." Or,
Yes, but some people still make those calls to the police like, I think I'm going insane.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
okay, you ate a thing of brownies.
Or you think your walls are bleeding.
Right.
Or something.
Again, no way to not sound square, Greg. But
I know.
is acid still a thing? You never hear about that anymore.
Great
I
question.
don't know.
Yeah,
it's still a thing for sure.
It is.
Yeah.
You're just not in the crowd, I guess.
I
that-
just
I
wouldn't-
guess not. So
Yeah.
Talk
you
about
know,
bad
embarrassing.
marketing.
I
I never tried it because of the name. Like, who would want to put
Acid?
acid?
Yeah.
Right.
True.
With the EDM crowds
It's
and the
just-
festival crowds and that kind
But
of
if they
thing.
called
I
it
thought that was all
something else,
Molly.
You can definitely destroy your brain. For
Okay, is
sure.
Molly
Oh, yeah.
the same as acid?
No.
No.
That's
Okay,
like
see,
MDMA.
what the hell do I know?
Yeah.
Molly's like ecstasy, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And acid is something on its own.
Mm-hmm.
Acid is acid.
We're learning
LSD.
today.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who knows?
I don't know anything about that
877-44.
stuff.
I know. 877-44 Woody. Like people are like, "Oh, he had an 8-ball." I'm like, I don't know, but that
Don't know what that means.
we've
Never
talked
known
about that
what that
before.
means.
Even still, I heard it.
Isn't that
Someone
Coke?
told us, Greg,
Yeah.
and
Right.
I didn't commit it to memory.
In one ear, out the other.
I will
also
never
don't
need that
know what
information.
Freebasing is. Well,
Freebase.
When you smoke it, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Whatever you say.
It's when you
Yeah,
melt
totally.
it.
Whatever you say, you junkie.
I guess.
Yeah. On the other hand, Gina knows a ton.
Yeah, I like information. Sorry.
Have you done a bunch of drugs?
Not lately.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Not
I mean,
today.
In college, you try everything, right?
Yeah,
No.
but did you go through a phase where it's like pretty much anything that would be put in front of you, you would try? You seem
I
like
get.
the
Well,
type.
maybe. I mean, I guess in college, yeah. Because whatever my friends were doing, they were like, you want to try it? I'm like, I'll try it once. But I've proven, I guess, I don't have an addictive personality. So I've tried all this like once or twice. It's not for me, but it was pretty
Yeah.
fun.
Okay.
I'll do
Or-
it again if you guys want.
Or when they say something like, "Oh, he got a gram," like, is that a lot? Is that a little? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have a scale.
Even as a drinker, he had a fifth of vodka. Well, okay.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
it doesn't sound like a lot. One
Okay.
fifth.
Yeah.
I'll drink an entire bottle of
Yeah,
wine.
a fifth of what?
Yeah, right.
Fifth of what?
Yeah.
A fifth of a
What's
barrel?
the baseline
Like
there?
a fifth of an Olympic-sized swimming pool. That'd be
Yeah,
a lot.
yeah.
It's a
Right.
lot.
That's
But
many.
a fifth of a thimble.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Is nothing.
Nothing.
True.
So I went to college in San Francisco, and you're just surrounded by the end result of drugs. So you really don't want to try any.
Yeah.
But then I also never tried cocaine because I was like, dude, I would probably love it.
Totally.
Or want
Oh.
to keep on doing it. So that's why I never tried
And
it.
it's a
Yeah,
great weight
agreed.
loss plan.
I
Yeah.
told you, dude. I went to that bowling party. I joined a league.
Yeah.
Like I can't. Like
Yeah.
I can't mess with stuff like cocaine.
No.
Oh my God.
Just in case it rules.
Yeah. Then I'm like,
Be a
For all we know,
problem.
it does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from what we hear, it does.
More Woody shows next.
The Woody Show will be right back.
One of the more popular segments here on the show is the Crossroads. We just did that the other day.
Yep.
And sometimes it's just not working out. You're in a relationship,
Yeah.
be it a show to listener relationship, a boyfriend girlfriend situation, or whatever.
Friendship.
And it's not like anything necessarily. When I guess in the case of the Crossroads, something did happen. They heard something they didn't like, and so they're complaining. They want some kind of change or whatever. But we're not in that business.
Yeah.
We're for the people who are listening and having a good time. So we just have to go our separate ways. Sometimes it's just better to break it off.
Yeah.
And
sad truth.
We were talking about, even in your life with your friends, forget a relationship, just a friendship. And if you always feel like you're the one making the effort, people are not returning the effort, ever being the one to call you or reach out to you, how that's a problem. And it might be time to get rid of that person.
Why am I calling?
To cut them loose. I tell you, we're being listened to all the time. We all know this. Like, I mean, look at the targeted ads that show up on your Instagram and whatever.
Totally.
10 seconds after you were just talking about
Exactly.
it. You never searched for it, but all of a sudden it's showing up. But after the Crossroads, there was this thing that I saw about how do you know it's time to basically break up, like Crossroads, someone that you thought was a friend.
Oh.
Expert opinion, because they're talking about people's mental health and how, like, if you're holding on to these people, it's just a cancer, like, for your emotional health.
Yeah.
And one of the first things they mentioned was the whole, if you're the one making the effort all the time, keep it in touch, you're always doing things for them. But when's the last time they did something for you? Like, that's the time to Crossroads somebody.
Yeah, my group of friends, we have this guy in our group who only called us when he needed something.
Right.
We kind of cut that guy out.
When they only want to talk when it's about them. That's the only time they ever really want to talk. Convenient for them, or it will benefit them in some way.
Right.
Experts always say when you realize the friend creates 99.9% of the drama that you and them get into, and you're the one cleaning up 99.9% of it.
Yep.
And they're the ones who say, I hate drama.
Oh, yeah.
When encounters with them leave you emotionally drained.
Oh, that's a big tell.
They never make time for you when they're in a relationship.
The worst.
So it's just time to move on when you find yourself avoiding them or just constantly complaining about them. And I go through every once in a while, and I'll do like a spring cleaning, almost like an audit.
A purge.
Yeah, and I go, hey, if I think about somebody, I go, wait a minute, hold on. Before I call them, when's the last time they ever reached out to me? And then I just ignore.
Do you delete their number?
No, I don't delete their number, but I don't make the effort.
Yeah.
But you have deleted numbers.
I have.
Yeah.
No, I absolutely have. And I tell you, it has been, what's the word? It's like a relief.
Freeing.
Yeah, it's so
Cathartic.
liberating.
Yeah.
Because you're-
Empowering.
It really, it's so, dude, it's such a better place.
Yeah.
Sometimes it happens. Hopefully you don't want to Crossroads us.